What is up, guys? Mixing Mango here, bringing you a RuneScape Grand Exchange flipping guide. So, I recently started doing flipping in the Grand Exchange, and it's quite good at making money. So, I thought I'd do a little tutorial on it because I'm pretty good at it. I made quite a bit of money off it. I made like 4 mil so far in like 2 days. So I thought I'd do a little guide on it. So what is flipping? Flipping is basically buying items low and selling high. Sounds simple, and to be honest it is. There's very little skill involved. You just gotta have patience really and know what you're doing. So as you can see, I've got a Zamorak Godsword in here, which isn't selling. It's been in here for a couple of hours, so I'm just gonna lower the price. Right, so what you want to do is whenever you do flipping, you always want to write down prices. So, because you always need to know kind of what your profits are and what you should be selling items for. So you always want to keep track of that kind of stuff. I'm gonna I'm still going to be making profit on this God Sword, but decreasing the profit margin. But okay, so let's get into the guide. So you want to buy low and sell high. So how you do that is I'll just pick an item. Whips are generally good to merch. So we'll take a Abyssal Whip. So this is the like average price, which if I bought one, I could probably get one at this price. But to find out, so what you need to find out is what people are selling at. So you just want to put it for max price at to the point where it buys instantly, and then you've got this price here. So you want to take a note of that price. I'm actually just writing down this in Notepad. I'll show you if I just move this into the shot. Oh, if I can. As you can see, I just wrote down. Alright, this isn't quite working. There we go. I just wrote down the price of that. So you, like I said, you want to be keeping track. So now we know what people are selling at. And if I actually write, so I bought. So I'll just show you what I'm doing. This is Abyssal Whip. Abyssal Whip. So I bought this for that much, 480k or so, and now I'm gonna sell it, and we'll see how much. So you want to sell an item, Abyssal Whip, and you want to put this for as low as possible to where it sells instantly. And so that's that much. So I sold it for 482000. So at the moment, this isn't a great item at this current time because there's only like a 2k profit involved, but I'll just kind of show you the basics of how to do it. So now we know. So we know that people are selling it for this price and people are buying it for this price. So that's what we are going to do. So now we want to buy another whip. Oh, and you never want to invest like your whole bank into this because if something goes wrong, then you kind of lost quite a bit of money. So if I get this back up, so we want to buy it for this amount. So if I just make that a bit clearer. So I'm going to sell it for that amount. If I could go, and I'm going to buy for this amount. So 48200. There we go. So that's sort of the basic. So I'll show you how it works. So we've determined our prices, and now we're gonna do a test run. So we're gonna buy one whip for what was it 482k. Okay, now you want to be the best price in the market. So we're just gonna up this price a bit. So no, sorry, we're not. We're gonna lower the price a bit. So we are the most. Wait, I don't. No, I done it wrong. We do want to up the price. Okay, so we want to just up it a bit of GP. Oh, my God sword sold. I only made about 20k profit on that, but that's actually no, it's less. But anyway, so we've got the whip here. So we now bought one for that price, and that was pretty much the aim of what we wanted to buy it at. Now we're gonna sell it for the price we originally bought it for, which is this. So we want to sell it for 484,995. Okay. And now again this time we're gonna lower the price a bit so we can undercut anyone else selling the whip. So we're gonna just lower that, and then we need to wait for this to sell. So this could take a while. I mean, stuff like whips, you're looking at like 5 minutes maximum. Normally it's a bit less than that. I mean, I've got like this notepad of what I merch. As you'll see, like berserker rings, I've been getting those and they've been doing in a couple of minutes. Zamorak God swords, they're good profit, but it's been taking like an hour at least to sell them. So you kind of just got to be patient. But there we go. We bought. Sorry, I missed what the price was. We sold it back for that amount of money. So we made just over 2k profit, almost 3k profit on that one whip. And now we know that that works. We want to kind of do it with some more money. So we'll get the whip. I'll just do it with 5, just to show you. And that's 482k. Wanna put the price up a bit and buy it for that. And yeah, I did do it right. Now we're gonna sell it for this once we start buying them. And like as soon as one whip comes in, you want to sell it straight away, just so you're always buying and selling. And if I was doing this properly, I'd have other items in these other two. What I tend to do, just to lay it out, is I'll buy the whip here and sell it here, just so you can like easily see what's happening. So that is pretty much the basic. And this isn't gonna work now. Like I'm trying to make a guide and it's not gonna let me. So this might not sell. I mean, I might not be able to buy this. I'm not sure, but you kind of. Oh, there. Actually, that was nice. We got all 5 of them at once. So now we've got all 5. Just gonna sell them all. I keep forgetting this price. I'm terrible with these numbers. 484,995. 484,995. And we just lower the price a bit, just so we're undercutting everyone in the market. And so if this sells, we'll be making, I don't know, I'll say like 12k from these 5 whips. And I mean, that's pretty much it. That's all you got to know about, mostly. That's the basics of flipping. Now, just go slightly into more detail in terms of tips. So, as you can see, I've got some items that I like to merch, but you have to choose your own items, really, just whatever works best for you. I found some items that I really like. I mean, there's some stuff like whips that pretty much everyone merches and they give you decent profit, but there's like special items that you want to find that work best for you and just merch them. Also, final thing, so we got a couple of them sold. And now, if I was doing this, I'd probably just buy some more whips at this point, now that I've sold 2. But obviously, this is just a guide, so I'm not doing it properly. We'll just stay on this thing. But, there we go, it's all sold. And so he made, like, what, 12k profit, something around that. So, almost the 10.7 mil there. But, okay, so I'll just go a bit into limits. So, I've written some down here. The brackets is the limit. So for weapons and armor, you can buy. It's generally 100 an hour. but for dragon weapon it's only 10. No, not an hour. It's 104 hours, and for dragon weapon it's only 10, and like god sword is only 10. Dragon bones are 10,000. Archer rings are 5,000, and I like to merch these kind of things really. Um, Basically, so how I do it is I buy the item and then sell it back to kind of test the market and get my margins. Then I will do a test item doing those market margins. So like what I just did with the whips. So that's two of my limit already. So then if I know that that works, I'll just buy another, let's say 8 whips and merch those. And that's all you can do in 4 hours. So what you want to do is get a list of items you can merch, just so you're kind of always making money. And this is a lot harder than how it used to be, because before the limits were you would have the 10 whips an hour, but if you or 10 whips every 4 hours, but if you sold those 10 whips back, then your counter kind of resets, so you could then buy another 10, even though the 4 hours wasn't up. But so they made it slightly harder, but as long as you have kind of a list, then the merching works fine, really, the flipping. So that's really the basics of flipping. I mean, when you kind of get better at it, it becomes easier. You can flip harder items for better profits, all of that kind of thing. So that's the basics of flipping. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all later.